guys, it's Aviation Games here, and today we're going to be taking a short hop in the Aer Lingus Airbus A319 from here at Dublin over to Liverpool. We're on VATSIM today, and Dublin radar is online. Apart from that, there's no further from there as of now, but that may change whenever we get over to Liverpool. Estimated flight time for this is about 50 minutes to 1 hour. All the flight information will appear on screen. We are Shamrock 192, cruising flight level 210, and you can see our routes, Liffey, Lima 975 to Linus. And from there we join the Type Pod 2 Alpha arrival into Liverpool. Okay guys, so without further ado, let's get inside, start setting up the aircraft for the flight. Okay guys, so the batteries are already on, which I use just to open the doors and stuff. External power can now come on. We'll turn on the overhead integrity lights, and the dome lights can come on for now, just so that we can see what we're doing. We can then move up. APU fire test. That's positive. Engine 1. Positive. Engine 2. Cool. ADRS can go to nav. On that. Cool. They're all aligned. Fuel pumps can come on, and we'll actually start up the APU itself. Master start. Beacon lights coming on. Nav and logo. Emergency exit lights can go to arm. No smoking to auto. Seatbelt signs to on. That's really everything on the overhead, so we'll come down, start setting up the FMC for our route to Liverpool. Line the IRS's. We are Shamrock 192. Cost index, I have no idea what Aer Lingus use. I'm going to use 28. And flight level 210. Now I've loaded the load sheet. I just need to load it into the aircraft, so I'll just load it to save time with that. And if I turn on the ECAM displays, we should see the fuel 4640 kilograms, so we'll put 4.7 as our block. 4.7. And go to flight plan to clear that discontinuity. We're in Dublin today, runway 10. And it's the Liffey to Echo. Then, as I say, from Liffey, Lima 975, which we take to Lima, Yankee, November, Alpha, Sierra. Insert, and from there we join the Type Pod 2 Alpha arrival into Liverpool. So Liverpool arrival, I believe it's going to be ILS 09, Type Pod 2 Alpha. Awesome. So again, we'll clear that discontinuity, insert that, performance page, flaps 1 for takeoff, up to 0.8, gives us those speeds, which I am happy with. Let's flick on the radio control panel switch and get the ATIS for Dublin 12452. Switch into that, and let's see what the weather's like.
This is Dublin. Information Tango at time 2100. Expect ILS approach. Runway 10. Then use transition level 70. Wind 120 degrees 14 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers. Clouds few 1,000 feet. Scattered 2,500 feet. Broken 4,000 feet. Temperature 6 dew point 4 QNH 9er16. Advised initial contact. You have information Tango.
Okay, and we'll tune in to radar 121.2, and get our clearance. Information Tango, connection 901, we're at stand 12, and we're at 1819. That's 4 aspects of the clearance. Sorry, my bad, the frequency is 121.1. There we go. Dublin approach, good evening, Shamrock 192, request a radio check.
Shamrock 192, Dublin, good evening, VG555.
Copy VG5 also, we're in 1819 at stand 12, information Tango on board, the QNH 90901 hectopascals, and requesting clearance IFR to Liverpool as filed. AP started up, AP big, come on, get rid of the external power now. And hopefully I'll get back to us with the clearance. There it is.
Liverpool, it will be a Liffey to Echo departure runway 10, initial climb flight level 090, and your squawk is 6600.
Roger, cleared to Liverpool, Liffey to Echo departure, runway 10, climbing initially, flight level 90, squawk 6600, Shamrock 192.
Shamrock 192, Dublin, all correct, and you can report ready.
We'll go Shamrock 192. Cool, got a clearance. Right, parking brake can be set.
0504, approach your passing altitude.
We'll close up all the doors, that'll be a good start. And also remove the ground services.
Captain, the cabin is secure, all passengers are aboard.
Sweet. Right, just do our final checks then.
Hotel pushback startup is approved, QNH checks 9901.
Need to go to the performance page. 131 is our V2, which we can set. It's going to be runway 10, so we'll set 100 in the heading. Climbing initially flight level 90, which we can set in there. Apart from that, there's not really a lot to do. So I suppose we can go ahead, call for push. Flick off the dome lights and set the connection 901. Shamrock 192, stand 12, request push to start. Remove the jetway as well.
Shamrock 192, your pushback startup is approved, and QNH checks 9901.
Push to start approved, 901, Shamrock 192. Cool. Right. So if we push back, what are we going? Nose right, tail left, I believe. And we don't want to start the engines before push. Alright, pushback's complete, we can set the parking brakes. And engine mode selector go to normal. get rid of the APU. We'll turn on the taxi lights when we have clearance for taxi. We'll set the flaps to 1. We'll arm the ground spoilers. Set the auto brake to max. And takeoff config test. Well, that's normal, which is perfect. And we'll call for taxi clearance in a minute or two. Shamrock 192, request taxi.
Shamrock 192, taxi via Bravo 1, cross 34 Bravo, holding point 10, QNH 99.
Shamrock 192, sorry, you can say that again. Bravo 1, cross 34, and then continue Bravo, confirm.
Shamrock 192, farm Bravo 1, crossing 1634 Bravo, holding point 10.
Roger, taxi Bravo 1, cross runway 1634. Once we get it, continue on the Bravos to holding point 10, Shamrock 192.
Shamrock 192, Dublin.
Shamrock 192, go ahead.
Shamrock 192, Dublin, my apologies, I got you confused. Company traffic on the south apron. You can taxi via link 3, Fox 2, Alpha, crossing 1634, Bravo's holding point 10.
Roger, taxi via link 3, Foxtrot 2, Alpha, cross 1634, and then the Bravos for 10, Shamrock 192. Okay, that makes much more sense.
Hotel, on reaching takeoff 16, surface wind 120 going 4 knots.
Okay, let's go.
Shamrock 192, course 1634 at Alpha.
Cross 1634 at Alpha, Shamrock 192.
Shamrock 192 from departing traffic 16, once the Ryanair 737 has departed 16, clear to cross 1634 at or continuing on the Bravos.
Roger, after the Ryanair departs 1634, clear to cross via Alpha, and then continue on the Bravos, Shamrock 192.
Shamrock 192, on reaching clear takeoff runway 10, surface wind of 120 degrees 14 knots.
Roger, on reaching clear takeoff runway 10, Shamrock 192. Awesome. So, obviously he's got no other traffic around, so we are clear takeoff when we get there. Right, we'll chime, let them know we're clear for takeoff. Landing lights can come on.
Approaching 10.
Strobes coming on.
On runway 10.
That lineup though. Oh, it's pretty shocking. Right, we'll hold it here. Set the chrono, 50%. Engine stable. Takeoff. Unflex SRS runway. Fire set. $100 knots. V1. Rotate. That's the positive rate. The gear can come up. So we're going spoilers now that we're airborne. Gears up, lights off. 1500. Set climb fire and climbing up liner, flight level 90, and we'll let it automatically take control of everything. Also, we're in the air, so I'll expect just to get vectors from radar. Well, not vectors, but probably a direct to somewhere. And after that, we'll be leaving his airspace. There he is. Sharp 192, passing 3,500 feet.
192, altitude checks identified on departure, climb flight level 210, free speed.
Continuing departure, climb flight level 130, confirm.
192, negative, clear to cruise, flight level 210. Running out.
Okay. Okay, roger, climb flight level 210, sharp 192. Right, climbing to a flight level, set standard pressure. Forgot to bring the flaps up, that was bad. But we're not too far above flaps retraction speed, so we're fine that way. Right, we'll set it to basically VNAV rather than us telling us a speed to telling it a speed to maintain, sorry. And then once passing flight level 100, we'll turn off those landing lights.
Shark 192, wind control airspace lead, landing is offline, I'm afraid, with your navigation, monitoring comments.
On navigation 122.8, Shark 192, cheers, low service, good night. Alright guys, welcome back. Well, we have been flying for, as you can see there, 10 minutes, nearly 11 minutes, and our top of descent is literally under 10 miles. So, what I need to do is see what the weather's like at Liverpool, enter all that into the FMC, and we'll do that while we're descending. I'm going to descend initially, flight level 140. Actually, we'll make that 110. Why not? Need to be flight level 130 by Rolex, so we'll actually descend flight level 130 then. Try and make that by Rolex, which is we expect to reach that 21:54 apparently. That's a bit wrong because it is 21:54 now according to my clock. Yeah, it's Rolex. It's about 20 miles. Yeah, we'll start descent now. Down to flight level 130, and I'll go and see what the weather's like at Liverpool. It is, as I say, in favour of 09 as we knew. Temperature is 4 degrees, 2.3, connection and another 5, and the wind 100 degrees, 7 knots. So we'll enter in all of this. Performance, next phase, the connection and another 5. Temperature 4, 100 degrees at 7 knots. Got the slash. Transition altitude is 4,000 feet. I do know how to say 1,000 by the way, it's just in aviation language we say 1,000. And the barrel 444 feet. Okay, and we'll activate that once we get a little bit further down. Looks like a lot of cloud is covering here. Okay, so I'll pick it up again once we're at about flight level 80, guys. Alright guys, welcome back. We're at flight level 70. Just reaching Typod now. And after Typod we are going to descend down to 2,500 feet. So let's set 2,500 on the MCP. And start a descent down. Need to double check that we've got the ILS frequency in 11175, that's correct. The OAD is also correct. And we want to go to 20 knots just for now. Bit windy up here, 16 knots of a headwind, but it's definitely throwing us around a bit. Bit turbulent. Turbulent's probably the better word to use to describe how it is. We can take flats 1 at this stage. Further reduce that speed, 200 knots. Landing's going to be interesting, I can tell you that much. Service wind is 100 at 7, but I think there's going to be some windy conditions to deal with while we're descending down. I've actually done this in pretty good time, 22 minutes. And we need to set the QNH, which is 995. That's all done. And we're almost at 2.5. It's perfect. Couldn't have worked out any better. So we're going to keep the heading 145. I'll bring it round to about 120 in a minute or two. And from there we'll intercept the localizer. Let's do that now actually. 120 on the heading. Arm the localizer. And there we go, we've got the localizer. Speed 180. Landing system. Suppose deck flaps 2, so we can do that in the Airbus without the gear down. And once we level out, we'll take the gear. I can see the runway lights ahead, still not visual with it yet, but I can see the lights at least. Take the gear now, because we have got the glide slope alive. And approach mode is armed. Don't think there's anyone else around. There's a British Airways, but he's at Stad, and a Skyways, who has just departed Liverpool by the looks of it, but he's paused. Alright, so yeah, there's really nothing. Unless that's the Skyways over there, whose lights I can see. But even still, he's not very close. Alright, we'll continue to descend down. I'm going to reduce that speed 160. Arm the ground spoilers. And tech flaps 3. Okay, where's this other guy going? I can see him on TCAS. I think he's heading the opposite direction now. Yeah, and he's also climbing. Whereas we're descending, so it's fine. We're all good. Our approach speed is 128 knots. So I'll take 140 first of all. Go flat full now. And reduce that speed 128. Feet in the rudder pedals. Preparation for landing. Got a slight little bit of wind from the right, but nothing major. 1,000 feet call out. And we'll disengage the auto throttle.
1,000.
Recenter the view. Ready for landing.
Approaching 09.
Alright, runway in sight, autopilot coming out. I have control of the aircraft. Start descending down on that glide. Bit much.
100 above.
Bring that throttle back a bit as well.
500.
This because the speed's getting away from us. And so is the glide, so try and
Minimum.
catch it back.
400.
There we go, got it again. Now just focus
300.
on keeping this centered. Same with the glide. And keeping a good speed.
200. 100. 70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
And there we go. On the ground. First thrust engage, first thrust screen, decel. Sorry, 70 knots, disengage reverse thrust. Manual braking, and we'll vacate left when able. Awesome. Flaps coming up. Retract the spoilers. And while we're rolling down the runway, landing lights coming off, taxi coming on, turtles coming on, strobes off. We're all good there. Right. And we'll go vacate here to the left.
Approaching 27.
Bit random as we're vacating, but okay. Right, and we can stop the clock. About 28.5 minutes of flying time. It really was a short flight. It was half an hour, really, less than I expected it to be. So there's that. That's also a good thing. Like, so we're going to continue here. We're on Alpha at the moment, and we'll take a right onto uniform and then take one of the stands, probably stand 5. So get 5. Must follow me. Nope. And we'll get Tandem by EasyJet, I suppose. Because, you know, that's probably one of the main airlines out of Liverpool. Them and Ryanair. Aer Lingus have started operating though, and do flights between there and Dublin. Hence why I'm doing this flight. Shamrock 192 is actually the the flight number of this flight as well. So if you want to go ahead and look at it on Flight Radar, you can do. That's where I've done my research for this flight. Found out what the flight number was and all the rest of it. And then I just used the NATS SRD for the route. So that's Tango off to the right there, and we're going to continue to uniform, which will be the next right. I suppose we can also start up the APU now when we're taxiing in, so that it'll be ready for us once we arrive on stand, so that it can take the power from the engines. Okay, uniform is the next right. So we'll take a right turn here. And we should be able to see the GSX vehicles. For some reason I can't. So I definitely said stand 5, and stand 5 is to our right here. So why can't I see any GSX stuff? It's a bit strange. Okay, no. We should see it. Strange. Let me see. If I change parking to gate, say 9, let's follow me now. British Airways. Let's see, does it load us in now? No, that's really strange. I don't know why I can't see the GSX vehicles. Okay, interesting. We'll continue our taxi anyway. And because GSX isn't giving us any ground services, I suppose we'll just take the next stand on our right. Okay, that worked out quite well. And we'll just keep rolling forward into this stand. Cool, set the parking brakes. Parking brakes are set. APU bleed coming on. And disengage the engines. Awesome. Right, bring the dome lights back on now for the passengers. Seatbelt signs coming off. All exterior lights coming off. All the fuel pumps can now come off. Whoops. And ADRSs can be disaligned. And we'll just turn off everything. Oh, the AP generator can stay on, sorry. Tanks come off, hot air, engine 2 bleed, engine 1 bleed, can come off. That's really it. Okay guys, so gonna open up the doors. Okay, no, it's not recognizing that. So we'll just get rid of GSX, open up all the doors, and take it from there. Alright guys, don't know what's happening with GSX, but hope you enjoyed that quick flight from Dublin to Liverpool. If you did, please leave a like down below, and share this with others so they can see it as well. For now, it's goodbye from me guys.